Hi students, this is AJ sir. Let's study 10th standard ICSE Math, Chapter 9b, Matrices, Scalar Multiplication. Exercise 9b, question 1.1 cancelled, 1.2 cancelled, 1.3. Multiplication with a scalar. If you see any number outside the matrix, you will have to multiply it with each element in the matrix. So 2 into minus 1 is minus 2, 2 into 2 is 4, 2 into 0, 0, and 2 into minus 3 is minus 6. That's how we do multiplication with scalars. That is a number. It's like opening the brackets, isn't it? And then we do the usual addition, which is compatible because the order is same, 2 by 2 and 2 by 2. So we get the answer after addition. Next, 2.2. Now this minus this is equal to this. We have to find the values of x and y. So first we'll have to do multiplication. X into minus 1 is minus x. X into 2 is 2x. Minus 4, well, let the minus be as it is. Okay, don't think about it for a while. 4 into minus 2 is minus 8. 4 into y is 4y. So the minus sign remains here. Now we have two matrices. Let's convert it into a single matrix by subtraction. Minus x minus of minus 8, that will be plus 8, and 2x minus 4y. So now what is the order of this matrix? Tell me quickly. It's 2 by 1, 2 rows and 1 column. There are 2 elements only. This is one element, so we'll compare it with this one. So we'll get the value of x, which is 1, and this is the second element. We'll compare it with this one, and we already know the value of x, so substitute that value to get the value of y, which is the decimal value here. Next, the fourth sum. If this plus 3a is equal to this, find a. Fortunately, it's a square matrix, 2 by 2. I want a alone. So slowly, we'll send everything else on the RHS. First, send this matrix to the RHS, so it will become subtraction. You all know how to do subtraction of matrices, elements. Minus 2, minus 4, 1, minus 4, minus 2, minus 2, that is minus 2 plus 2, that will become 0. Minus 3, minus 0, so that is minus 3 itself. I can see that I can remove minus 3 common, so that if I write minus 3 out, then what will be left inside? Minus 2, minus 1, 0 and minus 1. But it's not necessary to do that, so just leave it as it is. I want a alone, so 3 will go down here. Here 3 is multiplied, so on the RHS what will happen? Division. So it is 1/3 of this matrix. Now how do I do division? Well, that's the same thing like multiplication. It's actually, when I say divide this matrix by 3, I am actually asking you to multiply this matrix with 1 upon 3. So every element of this matrix will be multiplied by 1 upon 3. So minus 6 upon 3, minus 2. Minus 3 upon 3, minus 1. 0 upon 3, 0. Minus 3 upon 3, minus 1. That's the final answer. Next, the sixth sum. So here we have to find the values of x, y and z. So first step is of course multiplication. 2 is absorbed by this matrix and I get this. 3 is absorbed by this matrix, so I get this. Multiplication means with each element it has to be multiplied. Equal to sign. So before I do comparing, I have to ensure that if I have one matrix on the right hand side, there is one matrix on the LHS also. So do the addition. 6 plus 3, 9, 2x plus 9, 2x plus 9, can't do much about it. 0 plus 3y is 3y and 2 plus 6 is 8. Now we have one matrix on the LHS and one matrix on the RHS. Here the 2x plus 9 element is corresponding with minus 7. So that way I can get the value of x, which is minus 8. Z is corresponding with 9, so I get the value of z. And 3y is corresponding with 15, So y is equal to 5. Done. Next, the seventh sum. In the seventh sum, cancel Roman number 1 and Roman number 2. Let's do Roman number 2 and 4. But first, we'll have to find the transpose. How do we do that? Well, just exchange the rows and columns. And then it becomes an ordinary sum. 2 times the new matrix that we got, minus 3 times the original matrix. Step number 1, multiplication. Step number 2, subtraction, each and every element. Be careful with the signs. Try to solve on your own. Don't copy and check your final answer. Same way, Roman number 4. We have the transpose of A minus 1/3 the original matrix. So first, multiply this by 1 upon 3 or divide each by 3. Keep the minus sign as it is outside. Just multiply 1 upon 3 inside. So minus 3 into 1 upon 3 minus 1. 0 into anything is 0. 6 into 1 upon 3 is 2, and minus 9 into 1 upon 3 is minus 3. And now we can subtract them. We cannot subtract before multiplying the scalar. Multiplication of scalar comes first. It's like the Borma's rule, first multiplication and then addition, subtraction. And this is the final answer after subtraction. Next, 10.1. Now in this sum, we have an identity matrix I. Remember, the identity matrix was a matrix with 1 as the elements along the diagonal from top left to right bottom, and all other elements will be 0. And they have mentioned that the order of the matrix is 2 by 2, which was important because this is also 2 by 2. So only then will we be able to solve this. So here, this was the question. We have substituted the value of I as this identity matrix and now solve it normally. Step number 1, multiply with the scalars. 2 is absorbed here and 3 is absorbed here. Step number 2, I want M alone. So this minus matrix will go to the RHS and become plus matrix. Addition of matrices, add each and every corresponding element. And that's the value of M. And finally, the 11th sum. Again, an equation has been given and we have to find the value of M. So I want M alone. How do we do that? It's like a normal algebra sum. First, send this matrix on the LHS, or the RHS, so it will become subtraction. Also, there is a scalar 3 out here, a number. It has to be absorbed. 3 into 3, 9. 3 into 2, 6. 3 into 0, 0. 3 into minus 3, minus 9. Now, subtract them. So you get this. But remember, minus 9 minus 3 is minus 12. But 0 minus minus 2 is plus 2. I want M alone. So this was multiplied by 2. This will go on the RHS and become divide by 2. Or you can simply say multiplied by half. So multiply each element by half. That is the same thing as saying divide each element by 2. And the final answer is this. Hi students. If you found this video useful, press the like button. Also, to enroll for my online lectures or online test series, email me or message me on Instagram. Check the description for more information.